Good evening, students. Today we'll be dealing about the concept of essay. So we will also come across the definition of essay, how to write an essay, what are the characteristic features of essay, and how to make an effective essay with the precise concepts and the enduring value of essays. So this essay is a short piece of writing that explores a particular subject. We have some concept in common when we start writing an essay. So the very particular idea of the subject line should be there in our mind, and explore it is to travel around. I mean, in order to learn about it, you might have some idea about it. That is to explore a particular subject. So where is this word as essay derives from? It is derived from the word essay, meaning to attempt or to try. So just you are going to make a try, or you are just going to attempt it, make an attempt. So essays are prose compositions. So it is nothing but a prose. Okay, essays are nothing but a prose um, that express personal perspectives on a chosen topic. So a topic is given to me and I'm just going to write what is my perspective, my opinion, my idea about it. So you already know that what is a prose piece. So it is a written or spoken language which is not in poetry. We call it as prose. In simple words, we say it is a type of writing that uses sentence and paragraphs to communicate ideas in a logical order. It is organized into sentences and paragraphs. That's a prose piece. So essays or prose compositions that express personal perspectives on the particular chosen topic. In this presentation, you are going to look after the definition, characteristics, and types of essays, which provides insights into the essay writing as well. So coming to various definitions on essay. So with the help of Oxford Dictionary, I could find the definition that a composition compiling many ideas of moderate length, not too lengthy or too short, of a moderate length on any particular subject, originally implying the want of finish, but now said of a composition more or less elaborate in style, though limited in range. So you might have some limited concepts, limited ideas in mind, and you're going to just compile it with your own style. That is going to be an essay as per the words in Oxford Dictionary. So coming to the essence of an essay, what is the essence of it? What is the juicy part of it? An essence is a prose composition again that expresses the personal views on a specific subject. So you have a very common subject, and based on that particular subject you are going to give your personal opinion. It's often compared to a lyric. We can often compare this essay to a lyric, being intensely subjective and reflecting the author's moods, likes and dislikes. So subjective, it is related to the personal feelings and emotions of the author. So based on the topic or the content or the subject line, the writer or the author or the essayist will be giving his own opinions or likes or dislikes about the topic. That is going to be essay finally. So what are the key features of an essay? So we already dealt that it is a prose composition. So essays are usually written in prose and it is typically of moderate length or brief. So the subject should be highly focused. So an essay considers one significant subject rather than being exhaustive. So don't take too many ideas together. Keep a particular subject and start writing it. So the personal nature. Personal nature is again touching the subjective line of the author. Essays express the personal opinions or perspective or likes or dislikes of the author. So coming to be an informal style. What do you mean by informal? It is a relaxed and friendly manner, okay, not very formal. So essays are often informal and unsystematic. So you don't have to follow any systematic order for it, because you're just writing it with your own perspective, allowing for a conversational tone. So it should not be a dialogue conversation or a dialogue writing, but still you have to maintain a conversational tone throughout the essay. So coming to talk about the brevity of essays. What do you mean by brevity? Brevity is nothing but the state of being short or quick. You have to bring out your own idea in a very short and precise manner. The duration should be very short, especially, and the way you express should be concise. So the concise expression is very, very important. Essays are known for their brevity and condensed language, not too many talkings or funny languages to use here. It should be in the condensed form to change or make something change from one state to the another state, we say. Or we can also say it as a, you have to make the words to become more close or compact, or to in a less denser form. Okay, so what about the subject? You must have good command over the subject. You must be very thorough with the subject. So the brevity results from the author's mastery of the topic. So how far you are master over it. Only we are very much familiar about the subject matter, you can write the essays in a very precise and concise manner. So coming to the third point, it is a focused content. So when writing about one particular topic, you just cannot jump onto the another. You must stick to the point. Essays cover only the most significant aspect of a subject. Very, very important about the aspect of the subject. So the short length of essays is a testament to the writer's ability to distill complex ideas into concise, impactful prose. Though you may have many points, many ideas in your mind, all the points to be compiled and stated out in a very precise and short and easy manner, so as to understand the so as to make us understand to the readers. This brevity allows for a focused exploration of the chosen subject. So you must be very, very focused, very, very pinpointed to the subject line, and you must be very, very brevity. You must maintain brevity in the subject line as well. So coming to talk about the incomplete nature of essays. If you are going to miss out these things, definitely your essay would feel it as incomplete. So what are the things that you should not miss? Selective focus. Essays, generally, the essays don't aim to cover every aspect of a subject. It's not that you have to write nook and corner of the topic. Just an overall outline would seem or fetch the essay. So the secondly, it is significant aspects. What are the main aspects? The writer must be very much focused upon the elements to discuss. What are the elements in the particular subject to deal with? Thirdly, it is open-ended. So essays are often it leaves room for further exploration and thought. There is no close connected essays. Essays always serve a room for further explanation and thought. Even you can add your own opinions and thought regarding that. It is not that you must always stick to that particular person's point of view. So the incomplete nature of essays allows for a more focused and thought-provoking exploration of a subject. So you must be very, very clear about the subject line, and you must be very focused about the brevity. These are the two essential points to write an essay. And it must also be encouraging the readers to continue the intellectual journey beyond the text. So beyond the text, beyond your essay must pave way for something to think intellectual. It must make the reader to think beyond the subject. It should not stop thinking. So what are the personal touching essays? We already told you it is subjective. Essays are always subjective. So it has a unique perspective, unique individual perspective. Essays reflect the author's individual viewpoint and experience. Whatever the essay that I am going to write, where only the individual, my own opinion and view or my perspective alone reflects over it, and not on any other's ideas. So the emotional connection. So the personal likes and dislikes, what I like, what I don't like, are often expressed in my own essay. So to talk about the authorial voice, the writer's personality shines through their essay style. So what is my style? The way I write, it always reflects upon the essay. And sometimes it talks about my personality as well. So how I deal with the particular subject, or my opinion would state out who am I and what am I. The personal nature of essays allows the readers to connect with the author on a deeper level. So you must connect. When you are going to read an essay, you will always be intimately you will be connected to the author, the writer, making the reading experience more engaging and relatable. So you must stick to the content, that is the subject line, and you have to imagine over yourself and bring out your own perspective, and the reading experience would always make it interesting and engaging, and you should not deviate away from the topic when you are going to start writing an essay. So informal and unsystematic style. Though the essay possesses an informal style and they don't have any system to be followed, then how can you make it as interesting? So here comes Johnson's view. He described essay as an undigested piece. So you have something to swallow upon. You have some bite to put it on your mouth, and still you bite it, you bite it, you bite it, and still you don't get digested. Still you have something to think about it. So what is there inside? You have to uh, make a research over it. So that is why it is called as an undigested piece. If something is undigested in our stomach, what we do? We always think about it. What food we ate? Why doesn't it get digested? So it is an essay is such a thing. It is an undigested piece and a loose sally of the mind. So it always makes the reader to think about it, though it is informal in nature. So highlighting its informal nature. This is how Dr. Johnson described his views on essay. So coming to the conversational tone. So these are the words, the key words are taken from the definition. So conversational tone, essays often adopt a chatty. The reader and the writer must have some chatty conversation over it. That is why it is called as informal style, that mimics a flow of conversation. The way you are choosing the words, the choice of words, putting your words into your form should make a conversation, allowing for greater freedom of expression. The writer has the full freedom of expressing his own perspective on the subject or the content line. So this informal approach is going to allow the essayist to explore his own ideas in a more relaxed and approachable manner, making complex subjects, though it is a difficult subject, it can be dealt with in a very easy manner so as to captivate the readers towards the writer. Whatever the topic may be, even though if it is difficult or easy, you have to make it simple and approachable, and in a relaxation way, in a chatty way, you have to make the reader convince and understand the subject matter. And beyond that, the reader should always think something positive about it, or he must have some intellectual knowledge towards it. So how to make a click for an essay, or the charm of a good essay? So charm is nothing, it is a quality that pleases and attracts people. How to attract? How can an essay attract the reader? So a good essay should captivate the reader with its style and content. The writing style and the subject and the ideas that you are putting in should be very, very attractive. And you must also have some sense of humor. Some sort of humor must be there. You must make some smile from your reader. Humor can make an essay more engaging and memorable. If your essay is going to be completely serious, then it would make the reader boring. So that you must have some humor in it. Not every way you should introduce the technique of humor. So, and a well-crafted essay tells a story that keeps a reader interested from start to finish. Right from the introduction part of the essay till the conclusion, the reader must always be engaging, and as well as it must evoke interest in the reader. So a good essay lies in its ability to blend insightful content. You must have some thought-provoking content with an engaging writing style, and as well as creating a memorable reading experience. So when the reader is going to read your essay, he must always think about you. Until and unless he begins and concludes, he must have some opinion about you. In such a way, your essays must be thought-provoking. So coming to the types of essays. So we have 4 types of essays. First one being narrative, second one descriptive, third one expository, and fourth one argumentative. So coming to the narrative part, as is already there in the word, narrative itself, it is going to be a complete narration. It is going to narrate a story or recollect a personal experience of the writer or somebody else. So coming to the descriptive essays, descriptive is you are going to give a detailed explanation about it. Suppose you are going to paint a vivid picture of a person, place, or object or an event. A vivid is something, a clear picture in your mind. You are going to say what is what. That is descriptive. Third one, expository. Expository is explaining, or you are going to inform about the particular topic or content in a straightforward manner. Sometimes this expository essays, they do describe something, or they are intended to explain something. It is used to, they give some additional information with the help of evidence or details or facts to support the particular topic. So an example of essay expository writing is found in many news articles where the writer is presenting information without taking a side or giving their opinion. So that we call it as expository. So coming to the argumentative essays, it presents a position on a topic and provides supporting evidence. Argumentative is generally given to argument. You are tend to argue. You are supposed to give or show off a tendency to disagree or argue or agree with other people in the way you are subjected to do. You must have some agreeing statement, some disagreeing statement, or sometimes you are okay with the concept, or sometimes you may have some reasons to apply on. So all this comes under argumentative essays. It refers to the tendency of the individual to engage in some disputes or disagreements or even debates, often characterized by this combative or confrontational approach. So what is the structure? You must have an introduction, some 2 or 3 or 3 to 4 body paragraphs, then finally a conclusion. So coming to the introduction, what should be written in the introduction? You must present the topic and the main idea of the essay. So what is you're going to introduce a particular topic, and you are going to further say what is going to be in the upcoming paragraphs. That is the introduction of the essay. And other than that, sometimes the opening section presents a main topic and gives some background information. See, the purpose should be you should grab the attention of the reader. You have to give the reader an idea of what to expect, and you have to state the purpose and goal of the essay. But be sure that you should be concise and to the point and not over explanation. So what are the body paragraphs should contain? So you have to develop the main ideas described in the introduction part. And you must also provide some evidence and examples. That is, we call it as a middle section of the essay, where you are going to provide the supporting evidence, typically composed of multiple paragraphs that expand and introduce and give explanation to the introduction part. Usually we have some multiple paragraphs, each focusing on a single key point related to the overall argument. Some of you are going to have some 3 paragraphs in the body paragraph. So each paragraph should have some single key point as its focus, and you have some logical flow towards it. So coming to the conclusion, here you are just going to summarize the paragraph. So the main point should be summarized, and you have to provide some closure. That is, you have to restate the point. Restate in the sense you have to remind the readers of your main argument. You are going to rephrase it to show how it was developed throughout the essay. So leave your reader with something to think about. Even you could end with a quotation. So while essays are often informal, they still benefit from a clear structure that guides a reader through the author's thoughts and arguments. So the particular author's thought and arguments are projected here, leaving way to think further to the reader. So, the art of essay writing. So, firstly, you have to choose a topic that should be very much familiar. So, select a subject that interests you and your readers. So, you decide upon the interest you have upon it and as well as your readers. Who is going to be your reader? So, you have to choose accordingly. Secondly, research. So, you have to collect as much information and ideas to support your topic. Thirdly, outline. So organize your thoughts, organize your information that you have collected in the research, and you have to put it in point and structure in the way you want to use it. So organize your thoughts accordingly and structure the format of the essay. Then fourth one, it is going to be write and revise. Finally, you are going to put your points in the craft your points in the form of essay, refining it through multiple drafts. Multiple drafts, write it 1 or 2 times to make a complete essay. Sometimes you may commit some errors. You can bring some main idea to the body paragraph. So you have to arrange coherently. So you have to write and revise, and accordingly you have to adjust the points here and over there. So this essay writing is a process that combines creativity with structure. So creativity plays a major role here because only with the creative action or the imagination over the content, the ability to make or produce your skill works a lot when you're going to bring out this structure. So you're just going to allow the readers to express their ideas in a very effective way with the help of creative. So what is the impact of essays? Uh, it must give some spark in the mind of the readers. So essays can inspire new thoughts. It should pave way for inspiring new thoughts. You must gain some new thoughts and perspectives in readers. The reader must gain some interesting new ideas. And secondly, you must have some encouraging dialogues over the essays. They should be thought provoking, and it might lead to discussion and debate on some important topics in the society. And as well as you must have some preserved knowledge over it. You must already have some knowledge over the content. So essays contribute to the collective wisdom of the society. Collective wisdom is everybody is having their own opinion, but still your thoughts must be very much wider and wise enough to discuss upon. See, it should have some sensible decisions and judgment because of your knowledge and experience. So the essays must contribute to the collective wisdom of society. You must have some wise ideas to discuss on. So the essays have the power to shape public opinion. You must develop some public opinion. You must have some influence over the policies, and as well as it must have some contribution to the cultural and as well as intellectual discourse. So again and again they are going to stress upon the intellectuality of the reader. So intellectuality is nothing but you are going to understand in a very clear way, and it should always have a high degree of uh, knowledge over it. It must pave way for some critical thinking as well and research along with reflection of the main ideas. So coming to the famous essayists through history, from Michael de Montaigne to contemporary writers, essayists have shaped literature and thought. So literature and thought always goes hand in hand when you're just going to be a writer or an essayist. Their works continue to inspire and challenge readers across generations. So coming to tell about the many famous English essayists includes George Orwell, James Baldwin, Joseph Addison, Aldous Huxley. They're all celebrated essayists who write on variety of subjects, often commissioned by newspapers. When you come across James Baldwin, he writes novels as well and playwrights sometimes, who was passionate about race in America. He speaks about the particular community. And coming to Samuel Johnson, he is also an English writer who was also a poet, playwright, moralist, and a literary critic. So other famous English essays include Francis Bacon. You might have come across of studies of essays. Then William Hazlitt, Virginia Woolf, and John Didion. All these people are the famous essayists. So can you guess who is the father of essay in English literature? Yes, obviously it is Francis Bacon, who is known as the father of English essay. He was an English philosopher, statesman, scientist, and as well as a writer. And his essays were first published in 1597, was a collection of thoughtful and philosophical considerations on a variety of topics. So where does the future of essay writing be? So we come across so many digital platforms again. So you can online publish your articles in making essays more accessible and diverse than ever before. So here now you have artificial intelligence with you. So when you have the subject line with you, you're just going to post the topic, then AI is going to generate the essay for you, which allows you not to think, or it does not pave way for your creativity. So coming to the multimedia integration, so the essays are evolving to include visual and interactive elements. Interactive, making communication with widened area, enhancing the reader's experience. So it is not only with the part of the writer but as well as the reader. So we have technological advancements. The form and distributions of essays continues to evolve over the period, opening new possibilities. It always gives new ventures for expression and as well as engagement. So coming to the conclusion part of the essay, still it has an enduring value because it is personal expression, because essays always remain a powerful medium of the particular individual's voice. And to talk about the intellectual exploration, they continue to be a vital tool for exploring the multiple ideas. So again, it also weighs line for cultural significance. It has a crucial role in shaping the discourse and literary traditions. Multiple discussions, even the unrelated or unwanted or very tedious subjects can be dealt here with the proper and significant cultural values. So essays are more than just academic exercises. Still, they are windows into the human experience. They offer insight, they provoke your thought, and they inspire and change as well. Whether written by renowned authors or everyday individuals, it's not that only the experts can write essays. Being a normal people, being a literature student, it is very easy for you to write an essay, and you have to continue to enrich your understanding of the world and yourself. So hope you get a clear idea about what is an essay, and with the help of with the help of a single definition, you can write a wide way of essay in a very detailed manner. So hope you understand this. Thank you.